Well, hello, you trader nerds. The real traders never trade alone. They trade with their fellow nerds. We got Auction in the house. We got Dan. We got DB. We got Dwayne. We got Edwin. We got Jim B. We got Matt Jolly Wally. We got Stacy. We got Steven. Hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. It was wonderful here at the old Gaines farm, and everybody had a good time. No fights or anything. So nobody fell in the yard where my dogs had been digging holes, and it was real good. I was like, y'all watch out for the dog poo in the yard and watch out for the holes. So I think someone did walk in the dog poo, but that's gonna happen when you got dogs all over the place. So let's see what we got going on here today. Look at this, y'all. TQQQ, our friend is up 3.66%. Waka, 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 waka. That is good, y'all. The E-minis are up only 0.2%. VIX is down in the 13 handle. AD is at negative 187. Wow. How about this? Let's go to the big green monster. And it's time to do a new big green monster. So let's go to E-minis first, where I always like to start. And let's go to the clean chart. See if we can remember how to do this. I only do it 12 times a year, so I'm a little rusty. Well, let's see if we can figure this thing out. So we'll take this one off. And this is our best technical indicator that we have. And then we're going to use these Fibonacci retracements. And we're going to draw from there to there. And then we're going to edit properties. And we're going to get the high and the low. The high is 60-60, baby. How about that? Alabama beat those ugly Auburn War Eagles, beat them 57-24-25, 57-24-25, 57-24.25. That looks good. Now here's where I always get mixed up. All right, let's move this down like this. So now what we got to do is get the extensions, and we draw from the 50 to the middle of this thing, and then up to the 100 line, I think. There. Get it on it. Get it on it. There. Right? Then we're going to activate this one. I said we're going to activate this one. And you move the 100 to the 200. 100 to the 200. Right there. And then you move this thing. Uh-oh. You move this thing. Hold on a minute. I need to activate it again. Activate. You move this little thing to the beginning of that little thing. And down in there. Good. And we're going to move this. Remove. Now we're going to make this all green. And we're going to call this November for December. We're projecting price movement from one month to the next. And it shows us, where we're. There we go. So we got that one. All right. So now let's go and do a clean chart of NQ. Where in the world? There we go. So let's take this off. Remove drawing. And then we'll get this one, the retracement from the beginning to the top. And edit. And if you want to learn this, I've got a whole video on it. Just search for Voodoo. Bobby does Voodoo charts or something. So then we got to go from the top 21,292.75, 21,292.75, and the low is 20013. 20013. Hit OK. Then we're going to go get the extension, and we're going to draw from the 50 to the middle of there to the 100 line. Right, so then we got to activate this. and we move the 100 or the 0 to the 200 line. And we move this 100 line to the beginning of that little pink line. About right there. Then we're going to get rid of this. Remove. Then we're going to make this green and call it November for December. And make it all green. Big green monster. All of this was taught to me by Blake Young. And if you were to ask him, can you do the big green monster? He would have no idea what you're talking about. He didn't call it that. I'm not even sure he makes his green. Now let's see what we got. Here's ES. So ES is fairly priced. And it looks like we're going to the 50% line, which is the 6,100. Wow. How about that? I mean, talk about predicting a big number. The 6,100 is really, really big, and it looks like we are on our way to there. Of course, we do have some gaps in here, and the point of control is down here. So that always has a little downward pressure on it, but wouldn't surprise us at all in the next 10 days to see at 6,100. Let's look at the NASDAQ and see what it looks like. Oh, we've already jumped the gun here. NASDAQ. So looks like we want to go to the 21,373. But the important thing is both are fairly priced. Let's look at our linear regression. And we're still in this upwards regression channel. So it does look, though, like we are having a bit of consolidation. We'll see if things keep on or if we consolidate into another triangle here. But, you know, you got to say the trend is up. The major trend is up and the minor trend is up. So we're going good. Yeah, roll tide, Schwaz, roll tide. Good to see you in here, Schwaz. All right. Now let's see how our little account's doing. So let's get our little thing here and see what our net lick is. Our net lick of our account is 77,456. 77,451. We'll say 77,452. 77,452. Let's look at that. So we're at 77,452. And I think I can play.
Well, we're moving on now. Moving on up to the side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Now, y'all, that's pretty good. We made 2151. Let's see what we did. We made 2151. But now remember, we do not have all of our capital. We don't have all of our capital invested. How much do we have invested? Let's see how much TQQ we got. We had, let's see, trades. Let's see, dashboard here. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. There's share activity. Here we go. So we bought, God, what have we bought? 93 shares of TQQQ. Oh, it may be easier just to go over here and see how much we've got over here. Let's see. Now, this won't be entirely correct, but let's see. In TQQQ, we have 238 shares of TQQQ. Let's get another calculator. We have 238 shares of TQQQ, and TQQQ is going for 82.80. 19,706. So if you now, what we should have done, hold on a second, let's do this right. I don't want to do this hobnob. Let's go TQQQ historical prices. So at the end of October, you'll hang with me. Here we go. We'll go here and get it. So at the end of October, TQQQ was the adjusted price we'll go with it on the first, was 70.93. So 70.93, 70.93 times 282 is $20,000. So we made, look at this, y'all, as a return on the capital that we used. Look at this. You know, you tell me this ain't a good month. 2151 divided by 20,000, 2.26. This is over 10% this month, is what we did. Look at that, y'all. 10.7%. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. All right. So we love that. So that's one really good month. You know, you're on track there for 120% a year. Now let's see what I want to do. Let me go over here to Claude. And Claude's been keeping up with my stuff. Okay. Okay. Today is the day that we put more of our existing portfolio into TQQQ. Do not count the $500 per month investment. We have already used 2/10 of our existing portfolio over the last 2 months to move into TQQQ. TQQQ was up for the month of December. Keep that in mind as we enhance dollar cost average into the plan. Our total portfolio value is, if I'm doing enough here, our total portfolio value is 77,452. Where's it at? 77,452. 77,452. And we currently hold 282 shares of TQQQ at a current price of, what do we say it was? 82 something? 82.89. 82.89. 82.89. How many shares of TQQQ should I buy today? See what it comes up with. Da 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 da. Man, can y'all believe it's only 23 days to Christmas? This was the latest Thanksgiving I can ever remember. Let's see what he comes up here. Portfolio status, 282 shares is 23,000. Completed 2 months of enhanced dollar cost remaining, 8 months remaining. TQQ up in December, meaning reduced enhanced dollar cost average. Bill to TQQ monthly conversion. Base monthly conversion is 77 divided by 12 is that. After a positive month, it's the base minus 50% or that thing. So shares to buy is 38.93 shares of TQQQ. Isn't that cool? This is only for the bill conversion, not include your 500 investment as requested. So I need to buy 38 shares. So let's go do that. Now, how much buying power we use? We're only using 42% of our buying power, which is really good. See if it shows we're paying any margin interest. Nope, it doesn't pay any margin interest. So 38 shares of Q. So let's go and let's do the buy. What do we say? 38 shares? Boy, my memory's going. It's nice. Hard getting old, ain't it? 38 shares. So we're going to buy 38 shares. We're going to try to do it at the mid price. 82.87. Look at that. 38, 82, 87. So then what you do is you go over here and you go share activity, TQQQ, and we bought 38 on 12/2/24, and we did it for, let's see, activity field 14 days, 82.87. 82.87, which means that we now have 276 shares of that. I sold my TMF. I need to put that in here. When did I sell my TMF? Hold on a second. Let's see here. If we can see TMF. Let's see, last 60 days. Filter by TMF. We sold TMF 52 shares at 11.14. 52 shares at 11.14. 11.14. 24. 52 shares of TMF. And the price was 45.48. Now let's see if that's right. Let's go back to our dashboard. Oh, sorry, got to make that a negative. Sorry, y'all. Negative. Now let's go. Now let's go to dashboard. We got 0 TMFs. That's awesome. We got 611 bill. Let's see if that's indeed the amount of bill that we've got. 611 bill. Positions, bill. 606. So when did I sell 5? Let's see. Let's go back over here to activity. Let's go to bill. And we sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if I can just kind of we sold 1 on 11/4. Might as well put it in right. Hold on a second. I'll do this. I'm gonna move this up so it doesn't bother y'all. Move this out of the way. Let me move this out of the way. And let's go to share activity. Bill, we sold 1, -1, on 11/4 for 91.49. Then we did bill. We did -1 share on 11/6. I know why it was. I was getting margin calls. Not margin calls, but I was paying margin interest. 24. And we did it at 91.51. Then we did 1 bill, -1 at 11/8/24. And we did him at 91.57. And then bill, we did 2 at 91 or 11/13/24. And we did him at 91.59. Now, here's what's important, y'all. I want to make sure that I don't pay margin interest, right? Margin interest is something I don't want to do. So let's see what we got here. Bring this back down. See what we've got here. Now it says that we're using 45% of our buying power. Also, let me see. I had some field orders somewhere on my micro or my ES or something. Let me see. TQQQ. This field this morning. Look at this, y'all. Look at that. So this field on 11/29. Wow, I wasn't even noticing it then. And so my head should be really, 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 really good. So let's see what our hedge is now. What are y'all saying up here? All ES trades are mainly BSH. Yes, all of my ES trades are mainly they not mainly, they are black swan hedges. So now let's see how we got here. Let's see what we look like here. So we've got this. Let's go to here. And let's go over here to count requirement. And let's look at our ES and our this and get everything going. Let's go to our risk analysis. And let's get all of this going here. Do you have BSH on your other accounts? I do have it on another account as well. Yes, I do. It's a small account. So this is points up 40%, down 20%. Look at this, y'all. Look. So now we've got a 5. We've got a 5, 5, and 5, and we've got a 3 and a 5. Wow, this is amazing. 24 days, 35 days, and 52 days on this. So do I have an order on this to take this down at 20 cents? I wonder if I have an existing order to take that down at 20 cents. Also, we need to look at that put that I sold the other day. Remember me selling the put? Let's see, positions. Here's this put, and it's at 39% already. Look at that. So let's go ahead and put a closing order on that at 50% profit, right? At 73 cents. We'll do a GTC, good to cancel. Now, I'm really taking y'all's comments about, hey, Bobby, you make all your money on this, not from your covered calls. You make your money. But if I see a big, humongous day up, I might sell a call. Now, today is up 3.52% in TQQQ. I don't think that's enough. That's a good question. I'm still trying to figure out what to do on a couple of the accounts. I'll probably start something on them at some point. You're right. We have 3.55% up today. Is that big enough to sell a call? I'm not sure. Well, we could look at it. Let's see if we looked at what we got here. We got 46 days. Let's see if you wanted to sell a call at about a 20 delta or so. Bring in $152. But heck, y'all, this thing's $82. Is there a chance that it's just outside the expected move? This thing moves. I don't want to give up my money on my thing. So I'm probably going to do a lot more selling puts on down days, and I'm probably going to do less covered calls. But covered calls, I'm going to keep them in my plan, because what'll happen is say for example, if I am bearish on the market and it looks like everything's under the 120-day moving average, and it looks like we're under the 10-month simple moving average and all that, and it looks like the market may go down, then I will be more engaged in selling calls. I sure will. Is TQQQ Ultimate Backtest Sheet the most recent? It's the most recent backtest. Yes, it's the most recent backtest. I'm trying to figure out this thing here. Let's see. This calculator. And I haven't got quite finished up with this one yet. We could play with it. Let's see. Today is 11/2. Let's see. Day's 12/2, 24. Let's see what this thing says. And we had what? 282 shares of this, right? We got 606 a bill. We had 282 here. See what this thing says. Federal funds rate 5.5. Previous return, it was up 1%. Let's see what this thing would have said we would have done. Months completed 2, months remaining 10, regular monthly investment 0. This thing, so I ain't got this figured out yet. Take action, buy 27, buy 94. Yeah, I still got to work on this. It doesn't look like this is doing what it needs to do yet. That's why I asked Claude. Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Stacy. I think we can rely on the big green monster a lot more, right? So she's exactly right. If we look at NQ getting into this area here where it's overbought, I think you're exactly right. That's when we can do this. So that's really something that we need to look more at. This is the best indicator that we've had. This thing works really good. We see it all time and time again. So, when it gets overbought, most of the time it's going to pop back down. So I think you're exactly right. We could do that. I think that's a great idea. Whew, I'm tired, y'all. We went long today. We had a lot to do though. But do y'all see what I'm talking about? This thing can make big money in a month. If I had been fully invested, y'all, we would have made 10% last month. Now we're not fully invested, but we'll get there. We'll get there, right? We'll just keep putting a little bit more in, a little bit more in. And basically, we're going to be buy and hold TQQQ with a hedge. And when the hedge hits, we're going to be like, come, baby, come. Hey, let's see if we can sell a put on the next day. It'd be interesting to see if we can sell a put the next time something comes. Let's see. Let's see. About at 120 days, 90 days or so. Let's see how we can do with our hedge. Can we sell something for $3? Let's see. So about this. Let's say we sold 3 of these. And then let's go and see what our hedge looks like. So now we'll add order legs. You wouldn't have much of one. You could do it though. You could do it, right? But what I'm thinking is, hey, I made $2,000. I'm okay with spending $250 on another hedge, on another 3-5 out 120 days or so. I think we could do that. All right, good session, y'all. Lots to do today. Appreciate you. Love you pieces. And I will see y'all tomorrow.